Welcome back to our message from our Divine Compassionate Guides. Thank you as always for joining me. Today I am pulling a one card from the Kuan Yin Oracle cards by Alana Fairchild. My name is Julianne Duffy and my purpose is to live, speak, and seek the truth in all forms to assist humanity with connecting to its highest form of authenticity. So let's get right into it and see what message the guides have for us today. Dynasty of the Divine Mother. Beautiful. This was a great message. This is really about us stepping in to being these enlightened beings that we are. You know, often we think that enlightened beings are another species, to an everyday human, or some person that is super special and super, went and lived in a cave and does all, doesn't interact to just spiritually evolve. That may assist them, but we're being told here that before enlightenment, we chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, we chop wood, carry water. And enlightenment is through small actions that we take every day. Sometimes the smallest actions can feel like the biggest things that we've really accomplished, an enormous leap. And when we realize that the journey to peace is something that we choose to take at any moment. So what this is about the spiritual legacy, and that we are important on this planet, and our spiritual legacy is we are a channel for the dynasty of the Divine Mother for all enlightened beings. So if you're watching this, you matter. Your spiritual progression matters. We contribute to the Mother Dynasty through our choices and creations, from the inner thoughts that we hold to in which we invest time, energy, and money. These become part of our spiritual legacy that we pass on to generations to come. And this is about guiding us to realize that our soul is moving closer to personal enlightenment and is beginning to live it from moment to moment. The more that you choose to notice and appreciate these moments, the more they will happen for you. And it's a realization that of our own process, that we are evolving. And when we realize that we are, and it's an exciting time. However, coming back down to, where do we invest our time, our energy, and our money? Do we give away our money to the governments and systems that do not enlighten us, that keep us in the lower vibrations and enslave us? Do we participate in the enslavement activities, sending our kids away to be indoctrinated in camps? That would be the education system. Do we choose that our health is outside of us and that we cannot heal ourselves? This is part of that enlightenment process, is when you realize that everything you need is within yourself as a beautiful spiritual being, and it's not outside you. There is nothing outside you that's going to save you. You have to stand in your own power. Start to make those conscious choices. Where do you put your time? What do you believe in? And where do you spend your money? It's very much about the fact that the systems at play that enslave us and control us are devaluing our dollar, especially in the North American countries. Whether in the US and Canada, it's quite similar. They're taking away our power, so we need to take it back. Choosing how we give our money. If we're participating in giving our money to the system that hates us, that is making all these choices that are anti-human, sending it away for wars we don't want to participate in, spending money on people that don't value the country or culture we are in, that the corruption in Canada, we have, I don't know how many millions, it's probably close to billions of dollars have been wasted through scandals with our current government, just wasted and flushed down the toilet. And through that government waste, everything costs more. And then you participate by going, please government, give me more money. Please give me my child care tax rebate, my carbon tax rebate. I need you to save me from you. Is insane. We are spiritual beings, and it is time that we step into these powers and consciously look at where we're putting our money. Is your time well suited to work for a corporation or a business that doesn't care about you, that forced you to do something you didn't want to do. That is not spiritual enlightenment. That is not spiritual progress. This is your choice. And you are spiritually evolving. And it's reassuring us that we know what we need to do. And we need to not be scared in taking the steps that are going to assist us. And assist us in assisting humanity in rising up. If you are reliant on things outside of yourself, these times are going to get more and more difficult, because it's going to become more and more apparent that all these things that we enjoyed or relied on is not for the good of us. Look at the Olympic opening ceremonies. You go down that hole. It's been like that for many Olympics. It's already been there. People didn't want to see the cult practices that were being shown to us in these ceremonies. And now we're in a time where they can't hide how bad some of these practices are. So, and that's just one example of something that we've put energy into, which is not for the good of us. It might have been if we truly were having competitive action and it was true and authentic and humans just enjoying being humans, but it has been taken over, like everything. The education system at one point actually did teach your children stuff that was beneficial, but it's been taken over. It's indoctrinating your children and yourself into being a good dependent slave. That's the only way the system runs, is when you give your power outside of you. When you decide to step in your power, take back everything, start changing the way you see it, changing everything, what your beliefs are about doing it yourself. The lack of belief in yourself needs to change. You are a strong human, a strong spiritual being, and you have everything you need to go forward. And I encourage you to really look at where you invest your time, where you're putting your energy, and who do you give your money to? Who are you spending your money with? It is time to bring back what power we have back to being conscious choices. And on that note, have a beautiful day. Namaste.